I'd like to commence this video with a request. For those interested in receiving more premium betting tips and predictions, especially if my guidance has contributed to your success in winning bets and generating revenue, I kindly seek your support in revitalizing this channel. Your assistance plays a crucial role in bolstering my presence on YouTube. You're welcome to explore my Patreon support tier or check out my various plans. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you seeking our premium picks. You can find the link in the bio and comment section below. Thank you for considering and supporting me. Pistons vs 76ers. My team pick is 76ers. The first three meetings between these teams weren't competitive. Considering that the Pistons have lost 4 straight and the 76ers have won 5 straight, with Embiid back, this one won't be either. Especially not in Wells Fargo Center, where the Pistons lost by 32 in the most recent matchup. Philadelphia should dominate the turnover and free throw battles. Shooting and getting stops is also in their favor. Ditto a home crowd that knows how important these final few games are. Expect a 76ers blowout victory. Mavericks vs Hornets. My team pick is Mavericks. If we are looking at this as just regular people, the Mavericks have everything to play for while the Hornets are ready for the offseason to begin. Charlotte is trying to figure out who will be the team's next head coach, and as a result, is not going to be focused on winning games with only a few games remaining. Dallas has done well offensively as they are averaging 117.8 points in their previous 5 games, while Charlotte is putting up 106.3 points in their last 3 games. Dallas should dominate offensively as the defense for Charlotte in the backcourt is not going to be able to get too many stops against the dynamic duo of Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. With the Mavs trying to clinch a top 6 seed and only a few games to go, expect them to dominate against a terrible Charlotte Hornets team. My team pick is Dallas Mavericks minus 10.5 points. Pacers vs Raptors. My team pick is Raptors. Indiana G. Benedict Mathurin suffered a torn labrum in his right shoulder and will miss the postseason. The Raptors have really struggled in recent weeks, but having Quickly and Barrett in the lineup makes them much more respectable. Take Toronto to keep things close at home. Celtics vs Bucks. My team pick is Bucks. The Celtics could be short-handed here as they are keeping eyes on Al Horford and Kristaps Porzingis, who are both questionable, while the Bucks are keeping an eye on Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is questionable due to hamstring soreness. The Celtics come into this one as arguably the hottest team in the league, while the Bucks are mired in their worst slump of the season, and they could again be missing Antetokounmpo. The line is short enough for this one, so I am sticking with the Celtics to maintain their momentum with another win and cover in this one. Heat vs Hawks. My team pick is Heat. The Miami Heat are the better team when matched up against the Atlanta Hawks. With Trae Young rolled out for the Hawks, they are going to struggle to find enough offense against a strong Heat team. Miami is a veteran team that is built for this time of the year, and even if they are stuck in the play-in tournament, they have shown what they can do as they made the NBA Finals last season out of the same spot. The Heat give a great sense of what to expect, and the Hawks are more of a team that is a roller coaster of how they can play. Go with the team that is more consistent and expect the Miami Heat to win by multiple possessions in this game. Knicks vs Bulls. My team pick is Bulls. Chicago comes into this matchup on a 1-game winning streak and has won 3 of their last 5 games prior to their game against Orlando. DeMar DeRozan is the top scorer for the Chicago Bulls, averaging 23.5 points per game, followed by Zach LaVine, who averages 19.5 points. Nikola Vucevic leads in rebounds with 10.7 per game. DeRozan also leads the team in assists with an average of 5.3 per game. In their last 5 games, the Bulls have been scoring an average of 110.2 points in their last 5 games. Currently, they are placed 4th in the Central Division standings. The team is looking to continue their winning streak by taking on a struggling New York team. On average, the Bulls score 111.9 points in each game. Wizards vs Timberwolves. My team pick is Timberwolves. The Timberwolves notched their 7th win in 8 games 2 nights ago against the Lakers, sharing the lead atop the Western Conference with the Denver Nuggets. They faced them Wednesday, on the second leg of a back-to-back, but first have to deal with one of the worst teams in the NBA. Kyle Kuzma was not available because of a sprained right ankle, his 4th absence in the past 5 games. Marvin Bagley III missed his 3rd straight game because of a sprained right knee, and forward Anthony Gill sat because of right knee soreness. Even if the Wolves decide to rest players before the showdown against Denver, they have enough to handle the bench players Washington trots out. They are impossible to trust. Take Minnesota ATS. Spurs versus Grizzlies. My team pick is Grizzlies. 3 nights ago in the loss against the Sixers, G.G. Jackson extended his double-digit scoring streak to 14 games in Saturday's loss, leading Memphis on offense once again. In the aforementioned span, he sports averages of 18.6 points, 5.0 boards, 2.2 assists, and 2.8 triples across 33.5 minutes. And Jackson has been one of the few reliably available players along with Scottie Pippen Jr. They were on a 3-game winning streak before the loss against Philadelphia, one of the better teams in the Eastern Conference with Joel Embiid on the floor. I like Memphis to persevere here and come out with a home win. The Spurs have lost 10 in a row against the Grizz. Take Memphis. Magic versus Rockets. My team pick is Rockets. Earlier this season, Orlando beat Houston by a large margin of 30 points. Houston is seeking revenge for this defeat. Orlando has a poor record when playing away games this season, while Houston has been performing well at home, being 12 games over .500 on their home court. The Rockets may have lost by 30 against Orlando earlier this season, but look for them to get revenge in this one. Final score prediction: Houston Rockets plus 2.5 points. Kings versus Thunder. My team pick is Thunder. OKC should be getting Shai Gilgeous-Alexander back in the lineup on Tuesday, which is a much-needed boost to their lineup, which is why the Thunder will cover the 3 points here. OKC is 42-35-1 against the spread, while as a home favorite are 19-12. Sacramento, meanwhile, is 40-37-1 ATS, but the Thunder's offense should be too much for the Kings here. Nuggets versus Jazz. My team pick is Jazz. Utah enters this game averaging 115.9 points per contest. The Jazz have been solid in the painted area this season, citing 6th in the NBA with more than 53 inside points per game. The offense has struggled to sustain any rhythm they achieve and are currently hanging around the bottom 10 in both shooting and 3-point shooting percentages. Their high turnover rate has only compounded this. The Jazz are turning the ball over at the highest rate in the NBA, and this has not only led to dead possessions, but has allowed opponents to break away in the open court and score quick transition baskets. The Jazz have done a solid job getting to the free throw line this season, and they lead the league in free throw percentage. Along with that, they have been strong on the offensive glass. While this doesn't always translate to second chance points, Utah will need to remain vigilant on the glass if they want to hang around with the Nuggets here. Clippers versus Suns. My team pick is Suns. On the defensive end, Phoenix is allowing 113.5 points per game, 16th in the NBA. They're contributing 7.3 steals and 6.1 blocks per game to the effort. Opponents are shooting 46.3% from the field and 36.4% from beyond the arc against the Suns, averaging 13.2 threes and 16.2 free throws. Phoenix is grabbing 44.3 rebounds per game, and they have a plus 3.1 rebound differential working for them. Jusuf Nurkic is questionable for Tuesday's game due to a right ankle sprain. The Suns center is 7th in the NBA with 11 rebounds per game. Warriors versus Lakers. My team pick is Lakers. The Lakers on defense are giving up 117.3 points per game, 23rd in the league. They average 7.3 steals and 5.6 blocks per game. Opposing teams are shooting 47.3% from the field and 37.2% from three-point range against them, while also averaging 14.1 threes and 14.2 free throws per game. They are grabbing 43.3 rebounds per game for a minus 0.9 rebound differential. Los Angeles turns the balls over 13.4 times per game, and they have a 2.03 assist-to-turnover ratio, which is 15th best in the NBA. Pelicans versus Trailblazers. My team pick is Pelicans. This is the NBA nightcap on Tuesday, and it should be an entertaining matchup. However, when the dust settles, I think it'll be the Pelicans who stretch their lead out and cover the spread. For starters, they're tasked with scoring on Portland's 22nd ranked defense, a unit that's conceding 114.4 points per 100 possessions. The Blazers have gone just 2-11 SU in their last 13 games, and they're allowing 114.2 points per game over the 13-game sample size. New Orleans brings in a top 10 offense, and they should be able to pull away as this game carries on. Also, let's not forget about the laundry list of injuries for the Trail Blazers, who have their top 2 scorers both listed as questionable. Let's fade this lowly Portland team while they're down. Give me New Orleans.